acts. The sea can be deep for our diving. Hope comes and stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'm going to be your host today. And if you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching the live or the rewatch. It does give us, let's just say this, the more chat there is, the more I go up in the news stream. And it helps, I guess. This show is more about reaching the right people. Scott, good to see you. Hope you had a great weekend, Mr. Leisure. Before I get started on the topic, I wanted to talk a little bit about accountability. Accountability is probably the number one thing that we need in our lives, especially in the very beginning. Okay, so how do we be accountable? Because we alcoholics and addicts and people that are just selfish, we don't know really how to do that. We're not the best at it. Okay, and it's just a matter of respect. I don't go anywhere without letting my wife know where I am, ever. Hey, I'm going over here, I'm doing this. She doesn't leave the house without letting me know where she's going. And there is a required kiss and hug, too. We always kiss and hug when we say goodbye. For good reasons. Okay? Being accountable in your home group, show up to the same place. Let people see your face. Let them know you're there. Because one day you're not going to show up and they're going to wonder where you're at. Okay? And things like this will happen. I really feel like drinking today. Yeah, but I got to go to that new meeting. Accountability can start to change your mind because you're like, well, I told somebody I would do this, so I should do it. Guess what that is? That's the program taking effect in your life. See, accountability teaches us to think of others. When I first started going to meetings this time around, I did not leave the house with more than $2.10. $1 for the basket, another $1 for a cup of coffee, $1.07. Right? That's being accountable. Okay. Guess what? Today I can carry more than $2 in cash. So good stuff. All right, let's get to the topic. Do I give freely what was given to me? And it should be what was freely given to me, but it was too long. So the line was too long. It didn't work. So, when I came into the program the first time when I was 18, I was in a place called the Phoenix Concept, and it's kind of changed since I was in there. The Phoenix Concept at that time, we actually supported ourselves. There wasn't any government money. In fact, the government owns it now, and Ray Hayworth would be pissed. Oh, he would be so mad. Anyway, so I went into this place and I was 18 years old. The closest person to me was 32. Okay, so 14 years. And thankfully, I always come across, when I was younger, I came across a lot older than I actually was. And I've been there for a couple of weeks, and they came and told me, if we would have known you were 18, we wouldn't have let you in. But yet they did. And so I contributed as much as I could. I tried to give to the Phoenix concept as much as I could because I was grateful for that fact. At one point, you weren't allowed to go get a job, but they let me work. I think they realized that cooping up an 18-year-old in a building with a bunch of and I went on and I joined what was called the West Side Drug Free Youth Team. We were a prevention team, and it was a lot of fun. And it's something that I'm working on now. I am. Yeah. Oh, I've got contacts. In fact, tonight I'll be speaking for um, a group of families who have lost loved ones to fentanyl. Mostly parents that have lost their children to fentanyl. And that's going to be, I'm looking forward to it. But I understand a lot of this. And I have an experience that helps a lot of people. Right? And what has happened is God has given me all these gifts, right? And these gifts consist of things like serenity, balance. I'm loving it. I haven't been this calm for so long in a long time, if ever. I don't know that I've ever felt this way for this long. And that's neat. Okay? But I got to remember this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Life is not going to be this way all the time. So, what is it? The paradox. So, the paradox of the program is that you cannot keep what you have unless you give it away. What we are is the ultimate pay it forward. And if you've not seen the movie Pay It Forward, I recommend that you watch it, and I recommend that you bring tissue. Okay? But we are the ultimate pay it forward. That's all we've ever done. We don't care about outside issues. We are only here to help the alcoholic. Okay? Now, some of us, understand that there's more than just alcoholism out there, and maybe addiction might be a little different with these things, but recovery is the same. And really, that's what matters. Okay? That's why I don't really talk that much about you're born with alcoholism. Not anybody can be an alcoholic, but anybody could be an addict. So that's the difference. See, the joy of the program doesn't just come from me doing the work on myself and finding my own freedom. That's not the actual joy of the program. Those are my spiritual experiences. No, the joy, where you find joy in the program, is when you sit down and go through the steps with another human being and you watch their life change right before your eyes. It is an experience you must not miss. We know you will not want to miss it. I know this in the heart, in my heart. I know this. Okay? The best that I can do with that is be an example. Right? Because if I'm an example and people are like, wow, that angry MFer over there, it's never angry. I just don't see the point anymore. Right? That came from therapy and EMDR, I'm telling you right now. Because I had to deal with a lot of PTSD stuff. Even my nightmares are backed off. Okay? Why is this happening? Because I'm giving more. Because now I'm at a point with my program that all I need to do is provide outgoing love. The rest of it is already in place. It already works. So, and I have to do a little bit of work for that. The very first thing that I get in the morning is God's grace. I'm alive. And sober. That is a miracle. That is the first miracle that happens to me every day. Every day. So that means every morning that I get up, I get to have a spiritual experience because now they're natural. These experiences are what drives me to continue doing what I'm doing. Okay? Because in my eyes, you're a child of God. I don't see age. I don't see any of it. I don't. What I see is a child of God who might be able to benefit from what it is that I've done. I'll tell you, my dream job is just to sit behind a desk as an old man, like I'm doing right now, and just share my experience. It's really all I want to do. I don't give a fuck about money either, which I should probably start caring about money a little bit more. Probably should. So, so there's a thing. I'm gonna go back just a little bit, not really back. Okay. So in the beginning, okay, can you freely give? Absolutely. Absolutely. And how can you do that? You can do that by just being a better person each day. Okay. And if you just make a little progress each day, you will find in 30 days that little bit of progress is added up to something much bigger. Okay. I have a bunch of weeding I need to do out front. If I go out there and look at the whole thing, it's overwhelming. I don't want to do it. But if I take it in piecemeal, it's much easier for me. Okay, Dion, what we're going to do is we're going to do this area right now. Okay, I do that area. Okay, and move on. Do I want to do this area? No, I think I'm going to wait till tomorrow. And I'm going to do the same thing again. So by the end of the week, front yard will be all free of weeds. Okay, so take that in piecemeal. Okay, even on day one, you are actually giving something away and you just don't know it. You're letting people know it doesn't work out there. That all my best ideas got me here. And guess what? We need that reminder. We need to be reminded every day, at least once a week, that it doesn't work out there. That's why meetings are for newcomers. That's one of the reasons. So as you get into your program a little bit more, you'll have more to offer. Right? And you can certainly be a closed mouth friend. What is a closed mouth friend? Shut up and listen. That's it. It's it. No advice. No advice. Don't need to give advice. And I don't hand out advice. Not very often. And here's why. Because I don't want you using it against me. If it doesn't work or you do it improperly, you're going to blame me. And I don't play those games. So I'm going to read page 164 because there's a part in there that tells us something. Well, it covers this a lot. Okay. Our book is meant to be suggestive only. Let's talk about that. If you are a page 21 drunk like me, don't take these as suggestions. The reason that they say our book is meant to be suggestive only is because we don't like being told what to do, because we're whiny little bitches that don't like to be told what to do. So it must be suggested to us. But I tell you something. No. I was told by both my sponsors at 18 and 45 that the suggestions weren't for me. Okay? They're not for me. We realize we know only a little. Guess what? You don't know that much. I don't know that much. I'm learning every day. I learn something new every day, and I love it. Because every time it happens, I get closer to God, and boy, can I feel it. I can feel it. It comes with this calm that's just amazing. It's amazing, man. God will constantly disclose more to you and to us. We're going to find out more. We have found out more. We're born with this. You were born an alcoholic. Now, doesn't that make much more sense to us? Okay. To me, it did. Ask him in your morning meditation what you can do each day for the man who's still sick. That's what I do. God, what I do is I do the Serenity Prayer. Okay. I essentially do steps 1, 2, and 3, because 3, you're pretty much saying, take all of me so that I can be of service to you. Before I come on here and I do this, God, it's your show now. I'm always doing that. Tonight I'm speaking. I don't have any notes. It's God's meeting. It's God's meeting. And I will let him work through me. A lot of times when I talk, I don't remember what I say. I get so emotionally involved, which is probably not the best thing to do, but I can't help it, because there's this need to let you know the truth. Because once I was told the truth, I could do something about it. Okay. So ask him each day. The answers will come if your own house is in order. Hey, Jerry Z, it's good to see you, Tommy. Sorry I didn't say hi. I was got kind of caught up in my stuff, but it's good to see you, brother. It is. And it's good to get to know you. So I hope we see you again tomorrow night. The answers will come if your own house is in order. Maintenance steps 10, 11, and 12. That's what they're saying. Okay, because by this time you should have completed the 12 steps. I mean, we're at page 164. So, but I should just assume that people know that. Okay. But obviously, and this is it right here, you cannot transmit something you haven't got. This is where two-steppers become very, very dangerous. Well, I know, man. I know knowledge. Okay. I've been going to therapy a long time. Okay. And I know most of the answers. Whether I apply them or not is a different story. Okay. I'm a big book thumper. All this stuff I say to you is stuff I've known since I was 20 years old. Most of it. Well, no, that's not true, or I wouldn't be learning every day, would I? But all that knowledge didn't do shit. Didn't do nothing. No, it was a good talk. That was about it. Okay. So you can't transmit something you don't have. If you don't have peace and serenity in your life, you can't transmit it. You can't give it away. Okay. Most of these people come in the form of recovery coaches. So I'm going to say on it. See to it that your relationship with him is right, and great events will come to pass for you and countless others. And countless others. Not just you. Everybody that comes into contact with you. I fucking love you too. I had a feeling that we were going to get into that, Mr. Leisure. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. I can't sing for much longer than that, or they'll cut my video. All right. It is. This is the great fact for us. It is. I live a beautiful, beautiful life. Guess what? I do nothing but give and give. I sacrifice. I don't. People are like, hey, you're gonna go to this? No, I don't have any money. That's why you don't see me at stuff. I don't have any money. Mobilized Recovery is like, are you coming out? You coming out? I'm like, no, I'm broke. I don't make money off of this. I give it away. Literally. I don't know of any other way. Not when it comes to this. I have a really cool thought for an event. I'm going to bring it up. So we have Someone told me I had a great share the other day. I want to put that up, but I don't know who you are. So if you just let me know who you are, just because I'm curious. This says Facebook user. All right, I like this. Someone told me I had a great share the other day. I said it was all copyright from the big book. That I just add depth and weight. Oh, it was you. It's coming up Facebook. Okay. Weird. All right. So anyway, here's the last part. Abandon yourself to God as you understand God. So easy. We couldn't have made it any freaking easier for you. We could not. Oh, there's Amber jumping around. Okay. Admit your faults to him and to your fellows. It's okay. How many times, well, I don't know anybody be honest. I've done a 10th step on here several times to other people talking because I was wrong about something. Do you want to know the great thing about being wrong? It makes it right. And that's all that matters. My feelings don't matter in it. And I hope that helps. Clear away the wreckage of your past. Do that 4th and 5th step. Clear it away. Clean your side of the street. You cannot come play in my backyard till your backyard is clean. Does that make sense? You cannot play in my backyard till yours is clean. But once yours is done, that's great. But then we're going to come play in your yard because it's cleaner. You might have neater stuff. I don't know. It'll be wherever God decides he wants you. That's what's going to happen. Give freely of what you find. And here's the big one. And join us. Join us. That is an invitation to a fruitful, happy life. Forever. Forever, man. For the rest of your life. And probably beyond. I don't know. I have my opinions on what happens, but I don't know. We shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit. Okay, I'm actually going to go back a little bit. I didn't read this before, but right before our book is meant to be suggestive only, it says, still, you may say, but I will not have the benefits of contact with you who write this book. That's not true. Because then they go on to say, we shall be with you in the fellowship of the Spirit, and you will surely meet some of us as you trudge the road of happy destiny. May God bless you and keep you until then. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to only have to go back like 3-4 people to realize that the original 100 is your great-grand sponsor. So yes, you're going to meet these people. You're going to meet these people because they're in here. You're going to meet them in the fellowship of the Spirit. Okay? So let's remember all these things that everybody did for AA before we got here. Because now it is our turn. It is our turn. And you better feel responsible for it. If you don't feel responsible for it, you haven't done your steps. Did you know there's a reading to this? Oh, I did the reading. No. Nope, I didn't. Let's do the reading real quick. When I first listened to people in the program talking freely and honestly about themselves, I was stunned. Their stories of their own addiction escapades, of their own secret fears, and their own gnawing loneliness were literally mind-blowing to me. I discovered, and hardly dared believe it at first, that I am not alone. I'm not all that different from everybody else, and in fact, we are all very much the same. I began to sense that I do belong somewhere, and my loneliness began to lead me. Do I try to give others what has been given freely to me. See, when you give and you share your experience, strength, and hope, you kill somebody else's loneliness. If that isn't the grace of God that you're carrying, I don't know what it is. Do you remember your loneliness? I don't know how many times I'm in a meeting and there is somebody crying saying, I just don't know what to do next. It kills me. It kills me, especially when it's a girl. It's my empathy, man. It's my empathy. If you want to get your way with me, cry. Today, I pray, may I begin to see, as the life stories of my friends in the program unfold for me, that our similarities are far more startling than our differences. As I listen to their accounts of addiction and recovery, may I experience often that small shock of recognition and, hey, that's me. Thank you, Ingrid. I'm glad you were able to catch some of it. Hey, that's me, feeling that is quick to chase away my separateness. May I become a wholehearted member of the group, giving and taking in equal parts. Today, I'll remember sameness, not differences. And this is exactly why it doesn't matter how much time you have. You got to go to meetings. Okay? You got to go to meetings. So, all right. It was 25 minutes. It's pretty good. Pretty good. All right. Deciding what I'm doing next. And it's not pulling weeds. It's not pulling weeds. No. Oh, I'm going to tell you guys about my event idea first. And then we'll go. So, I've been wanting to work on prevention and awareness because, yeah, well, we should call her Death Amber. That's what she said. But I'm the kind of person, even if I know what you meant, I don't give you a hard time about it. But, I mean, death, it was kind of. All right, go back to work. So, just real quick, and love you. Thank you for being here. Sorry, that was kind of rude. Yeah, get out of here. So I want to do prevention awareness. Okay. So here's my thought. We get Narcan and we start teaching these young kids, not young kids, but high schoolers, how to use Narcan. Right? We'll do it in a park. We'll get some speakers there, families who have lost people. We'll probably have somebody in recovery. Okay. And there's probably going to be a police department involved. I'm just not sure yet. I don't want to announce. We're looking at doing this in Arvada. So, and if anybody wants to help, please let me know. So, hi, Emma. It was good to see you. What I'm going to do, Emma, from now on is I'm going to send you a message letting you know I'm live. So that way you'll know. I do that for a couple people. So, and then so we can have speakers, get some food trucks down there, and then we can have booths so that people have resources like Alcoholics Anonymous, maybe Mary's House of Hope, and these different a crisis center. We hand out Narcan. We teach you how to do it. Blah, 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 blah. Right? Let me know what you think on that. Because we need to do an event like now. Now. All right. I love you. I love you. One more time. I love you. Peace out. And have a day.